Hello, hi there, everyone. How are you? How are you doing here today? I hope that the weather's great where you are. Of course, I'm in London, so we talk about the weather all the time. It's just national pastime, I think, for the British in the UK. But I am here now to talk to you about your life and to find out what's happening in your week and how you're going to be looking at the future. So we're all about future prospects, all about being able to make connections using cards. I've got my cards here. These are Rider-Waite tarot cards. You'll see them. And I like to take one or two of these just to trigger those psychic images, because that's what we're looking for, all of the psychic images that we can muster, and that's what it's all about. I also have my lovely spirit cards here. These are fabulous, but I will be using natural clairvoyance and that psychic connection as well. That is very important for all of us to be able to perhaps just make sense of what's going on around us at this particular time and how are we feeling? How is everybody feeling? And how are you making plans for the year ahead? It's 2025, we're here, and we are looking at a very different year for most of us, and hopefully a very positive one. So let me know about your plans. Let me know about your issues that you're perhaps wanting to resolve. And as we're going forward, remember that we had all the planets aligned, didn't we, on Sunday? That planetary alignment has not been seen for something like 2,000 years. So a very long time. So that heralds a very different experience, I think, for all of us. And we're all going to be looking at what we can do for the best, how we can make our own dreams come true, and how we can help those as well that are around us. Now, let's just take a couple of cards for everybody. Let's see what is coming through. Well, we've got the Queen of Swords here. That's a very powerful card. It's meaning that everyone around you should be a little bit careful about perhaps what you're saying. It should be just taking things in your stride, but it's a time to use that mind of yours. It's about being intelligent, being streetwise as well, and really trying hard to concentrate a great deal on those efforts that you really need to make. And we all do. We've all got to make lots of effort in our lives at the moment. And that is really trying to get the best possible outcome that we can. So, crystal balls is another area, another tool that I use, and I will be bringing in some cosmic orders for all of you. Cosmic orders are all about intentions. It's setting a plan, making a plan, having a goal, and being able to achieve it by really reaching out to those that can help you, but also reaching out to the universe. So sending out a big wish, the biggest wish that you can possibly ever make. And we will discuss that as going through our series, particularly for Valentine's month. We're coming up to Valentine's in just a couple of weeks, and we will be sharing lots of tricks and tips as to how to set your love intentions, how you want to make everything rock and roll, really, in your love life. So that's a very important aspect that we'll be discussing. Lots of hearts and lots of love crystals and affirmations all about your lover and your partner who you want to attract to you. The Queen of Swords today is really saying, look, there's a strong female element that's around all of us. So that will be very prominent in the news. Perhaps somebody who is making a big statement, an imminent statement about to happen. And you will also be finding that perhaps those close to you, you will be wanting to share some news or some positive suggestions to help others. So expect to see prominent lady with some difficult news being in the headlines over the next few days. And I think you might well find that that is really interesting. It's a very exciting time for all of us, I think. So, what are you doing then? What are your plans for the new year? What have you got to set out now for February? So, we're through to Emma in Winnipeg. Hello there, Emma. Hi, you're through to Eleanor Grace here. How are you? How are you?
Oh, hello. I'm great. Thank you. Thanks for taking
Oh, good,
me.
good, good. There's no problem at all. It's lovely to speak to you. Just writing down your name here. Emma, I'm connecting through to you and I'm feeling very strongly that you've got a bit of an issue here with regard to wanting to speak to a partner. It's a relationship matter, but you're not really able to get your point across, or you're not finding your voice. Is that something that's happening to you at the moment?
Yes, I believe similar. Yep.
It's, is that within your relationship? Because this could well extend as well to your workplace. That there's something about the energy that's surrounding you that really means that you're not being understood too well. And that's not because you're not explaining yourself, it's because there's blockages really all around other people. And I think it's very frustrating for you, Emma, and that's something that you need to deal with and get rid of this um, misunderstanding energy as quickly as you possibly can, because it is really important that you've got everything right, that everything really does show as being powerful and positive for you, and not a difficult sort of problem. All right, let's just take another card here, and this is one for you. Yeah, you're crossing over the water now. So this is again about emotions and about your feelings and about how you're going to cross over this big sort of divide that seems to have happened. And yet, none of this is your fault. It really isn't. I think that you have stumbled very much upon a set of circumstances that you can't really change, you can't do anything about. You're there, you're in life, you're dealing with the issues that are coming up. And I just don't see you being supported at all. And there's a battle that will come out of this as well. So I think you will have to speak your mind, be prepared, um, do, Emma, for those around you not to agree at first and to perhaps challenge your words, but be consistent and continue with whatever it is that is in your heart, because I feel that that's very powerful, very important. You're moving on, you're moving forward, and that's your life, that's your destiny, that's your life path. It's a straight one. I see a very straight path in front of you, and one which you will not deviate from. This is wonderful. It's really a marvelous picture. So don't be disappointed at all with other people, because unless they're with you and unless they're following the same path as you, then really they're not going to contribute very much. And you don't need anybody to pull you down or to pull you back. Ace of Swords tells me here, this is what I felt when I took a random card at the beginning of the show here, and that was the Queen of Swords. And I feel that this is you. I think was what is most relevant for you, Emma, that you've got to speak your own truth. You've got to say those words and get your point across. That's important. But then I do feel that you've got to be sort of saying, do you know what? This isn't working as well for me as it should. This is not where I want to be. This is not anything at all about how I intend now to go forward. So you're asking for love and commitment here. You're wanting to be shown affection. You're wanting to be shown really how appreciated you are. And for this guy of yours here to at least be saying compliments to you and to be adoring of you, and to be pleased to be with you, to be grateful and thankful that you're in his life. And I don't see that at the moment. So, Emma, you need to make your value absolute. You need to stamp your feet and say, look, this is what I want from you, and perhaps paint a picture of what you want your life to be like, how you want it to be. Where do you want to live? What sort of life do you want to have? What work do you want to do? What's the picture of you in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years' time? What sort of life do you want to have? And then bring it back, pair it back to today, today's existence, today's memories that you've made. And where is the happiness in your life? Where is it? You know, this is supposed to be one of the happiest times now. You're young, you're in the prime of your life, and this is where you need it to count. You need it to really count. Okay, Queen of Cups here. You're going to get your wish, which is brilliant. That's exactly what I'm asking
Mhm.
for you in the cosmic order that I'm doing. So, Emma, will you do that? Will you actually take on board the challenge to say, what's in your heart, what's on your mind, what you want to speak? What are those feelings that you actually have? How does that make you feel at the moment, Emma?
Well, it's definitely resonating as a situation that I am presently going
Yeah,
through. And
yeah.
I've actually sort of started that progress, like those steps already, probably couple weeks ago.
Oh, good. So, how's it going?
Yeah.
I mean, have you had that connection come back? I mean, what has been said? What's
No,
he actually?
no, not
Yeah,
yet.
I thought. Oh, I thought that would be the
No.
case because I do see him as being, oh, I suppose just stuck, absolutely determined, I think, to just believe himself and his own ideas and not really to take anything on from what you are saying to him. And that is difficult because you have feelings here that run deep. I can see them. It's like a river that goes down. There's a big well, and you've got all of this emotion that's got to come to the surface yet. And I do feel that there are tears around you, and I feel that this is going to be perhaps how you just have to blurt things out, sort of crying and saying, look, I really need you, absolutely implore you to understand my situation, my position. I don't feel loved. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know what you're going to offer me in the future because I feel that you're being undermined, that there's a criticism, perhaps everything you say is being repeated in a negative way. And it's not very easy. You want agreement. You want people who've got like minds to just say, "Hey, come on, let's do this together." And I think there's a battle. There's a power play perhaps between you. At the moment, he is the one that's
I think
winning.
so, yeah.
He's got the Did you hear me? Yeah?
Yep. Yes.
At the moment,
Exactly. Yep.
he's
No, I feel like I've done all that and I've stepped back now. So,
good,
um,
good, good,
yeah.
good, good. Waiting for him, that's a tricky one. So you're going to have to do something else. And this is a situation that's emerging where you've got some very pleasant surprises. But I think you've got to take things away in order to get them back. It's a bit like, being trapped here and then suddenly being released and you're not really quite knowing what to do. And that's what I feel is the situation with you. But he will come around. And I think you've got to be even firmer with your plan and your approach to the difficult position that you find yourself in. You've just got to be firmer and be more resilient. But Emma, I feel that you're going to get your wish, you're going to get your own way. There is a lady with you in spirit. I have to tell you that. I want to go to an initial S, like a Sheila or Shanna. It's a sh sound. Um, Shannon, maybe, Sean. It's that sort of sound that I'm being given. And I'm also seeing a snake. Um, so watch for that. Just watch for some deceit around your relationship, bit of a snake in the grass, and the spirit are coming through and showing me that. So, do you have a lady who's passed over who you would perhaps talk to in your subconscious, or perhaps it enters your dreams? Would this be a grandmother or a parent or an auntie even, as a female who I think you have had some very close connections to? Do you know who that could be, Emma?
Not with that spelling. No, not with S.
Okay. No, it's a
Not
SH.
offhand. Mhm.
No, not for you?
Hmm. No, not that I can
Do you
think
have
of. No.
do you have a lady who's passed over though? Do you have a grandparent?
Yeah. Yes, I have. I do. Yes, but it starts with a P.
Yeah, because what happens sometimes is that initials or names are actually shouted out to me, or my guys, or whoever, however I connect to that information, and it's a message for you. So it's not necessarily the name, although often it does come through as that particular evidential name. This is also a recognition that it's SH, maybe it's shush, but there's a snake as well. So there's some deception that has been going on.
Mm.
You may find the answer, because you are going to challenge and challenge until you get to where you need to be. But just do remember that Spirit is with you. And this lady in particular is trying to show you the way, opening doors for you, I think, as well. So you have a lot of success. This guy, he will come around. He's going to come back and is going to be much, much more the person that you thought he was and that you expected him to be, and the person that you met in the first place, most probably. However, there's a level that needs to be connected to and understood yet. So I'm going to leave you with that, and do come back to me. You can book a reading directly with me through gracedestiny.com. That's my website. So I'm hoping to hear from you again, but best of luck, Emma. And it's been wonderful speaking to
Sure.
you today. Okay.
Wonderful.
Emily, you're on the line for me. Is that you, Emily in Ohio?
Yes, that's me.
Hello. Hello. And how are you? You're sounding wonderful and bright and positive and chirpy. It's a chipper feeling. That's what we say here in London. I'm feeling rather chippy today. So I think that's you. And I'm just going to take a couple of cards here now, Emily. I think there's been a lot of
Okay.
changes around you recently, and you
Yeah.
have now the energy that has been given to you to drive your
Mhm.
life forward. This is a point of destiny that you've reached. So you've done all the changes, you've managed to release yourself from perhaps obligations that were just not necessary to keep up with anymore, obligations that you needed to get rid of. And I feel that that's been a very sort of powerful message that you've had to take on board.
Mhm.
You've had to really sort of understand. And yet I see a lot of balance and harmony now that is around you, and a time in which you will be making some very sort of powerful changes. Here we've got the card of temperance. So changes have happened, balance and harmony has now come in. So you're going to be feeling great, really great. Let me see now. You've been wise, very wise woman. We've got the card of wisdom that's been around you. When you
Uh-huh.
receive wisdom, it's not that you need any more, it's that you've accessed some of your experiences in life that have taken you to this point so far. So you've grown,
Yeah.
you've had a soul growth, and you've matured again on another level that is not a physical one, and it's not about life skills, it's about a spiritual evolvement and a knowing, a knowledge that is enhanced in your soul. So from whence you
Yeah.
came, from where we resonate from, that's now been recognized, and you've reached another level of understanding of yourself, but also understanding of life and the universe and of other people. You're a very caring person, Emily, and I can see that. You've got many celebrations that are here. Do you have a birthday coming up soon? Because I feel that there's a birthday party. I see a birthday cake here. Is that you, or is that a friend that you're going to?
Nope, not soon here. No, nope.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm seeing a birthday cake, so this has got to be somewhere.
Strange.
Otherwise, I wouldn't see it. So it wouldn't be being shown
Hmm.
to me. So let's look at spirit because we have got a strong spiritual connection with you in particular, but also you, I feel, are quite psychic. Is that something that you've been aware of yourself?
Yes, yes. And hard
Yes
to
and no.
understand,
Yes
but
and
yeah,
no. Not you're probably
yes,
just a little bit too shy, aren't you, of wanting to admit to some of those skills that you actually have. Do you have quite vivid dreams and do you remember your dreams? Because I, I
yes.
I have to give you
Mm-hmm.
this birthday cake. It wouldn't surprise me at all, not in the least, that you're going to
Mm-hmm.
receive an invitation very soon to a party. It's somebody's birthday that is around you, and I feel that March is the month. But let's look at spirit as well, because there are two or three different souls in spirit that have come forward here. I
Yeah.
mentioned in my last reading that
Mm-hmm.
there's an S and an H and there's a shush, and that's a like a Shannon or a Sean. I'm not sure if you can connect with that person because sometimes they just come rushing in. We have to find who they are for here. So, do you
Oh,
have any connection to that sound of initial?
the sound of what? Uh,
It's a sh sound. It's like shh. That's the
a
sound that I'm hearing. Yeah, like Shannon or Sheila or Sean.
hmm.
No?
You mean, are you? You mean a name of someone? Is that what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mean, or
yeah,
a
yeah,
name?
yeah. If not, don't worry, it's not for you. I shall ask
Huh?
the spirit to pass. Sorry?
Hello?
Hello,
Uh
hi,
oh.
I'm here.
Okay,
I
okay. I
miss
don't know what happened.
No, okay. All right. So moving forward, um, we've got the soul and spirit that's around you. It's a lady who's wanting to really make that connection with you. I'm going to give you those two initials as well, the S and the H, because they're important around you and around spirit. But there's a door opening here, Emily, and you will be making, oh, I think lots of gestures at the moment. So lots of people are wanting to connect to you. You're having a lot to do. You're very busy. Have you started a new role? Is this something at work that you're doing, a new project? Because there's lots and lots of attention seeking sort of notices that are around you. So other people want to get a hold of you and they want your opinion. They want to know what you're all about. And there's also a new
Oh.
a new person that is here. Have you just met somebody new? Is this in a relationship
Mm.
for you?
Uh, no, there isn't a new person. No, there's just a lot of uh, act, uh, stuff going on with my marriage right now. That there's secrets, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on, things like that. So it's
Yeah.
actually not good.
Well, you have a lot of changes that are coming in. I'm not surprised that it is about your marriage, but it's also about you and it's about what you're going to do next. I I do see Spirit who is sort of giving you this big push here to be quite dynamic and to take things on. And you have the orca. I mean, this is just about, you've got to rely upon that inner strength and you've got to sort of swim your way out of this situation and put yourself in charge. I think that you are going to meet somebody who's quite significant, quite important. It's an important man who I feel is
Hmm.
right in front of you. It's sitting in your future path. And I see lots of time and lots of, well, I suppose it's many, many moons in the future for you. So a long life is there. You've got a long time to live, and this is an important time of change. So you really do need to decide on what is important for you, Emily, and how you're going to make a difference. To yourself. There's money coming in, there's work coming in, there's a new role that's coming in, and you need to make absolute sure that that's for you and it doesn't go elsewhere. I feel as though funds and all sorts of property and assets belonging to you seem to have just drained away and that you haven't got very much left. Is that true? Is that something that you've actually had to deal with? It's very unfair if it is.
Yeah, yes. It's I've been trying to keep it under control over the years, and then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just yeah, it's been a problem.
I think you just give up, don't you? You know, you just sort of feel, well, there's nothing I can do. I can't keep
Yeah,
confronting this, and there's very little that I can make of this situation. And I'm sure that you have felt so many times that if it was just you that you were looking after, and if it was just you that you could then make sure that you've got plenty of savings, that you chose to spend money in the right way, and that you could live your life with freedom and with some independence as well. And that is what I feel is the next stage. We've got the grasshopper here. The grasshopper is a spiritual card. It's sort of saying to you, you're going to jump on, you're going to move on, and that's going to be a very powerful experience and a lovely one as well. And it's an experience that I feel is necessary. So you need to do this. You need to think, yeah, okay, it is time now, isn't it, really, for me to take my next step forward, for me to be able to say, hey, I've just about had enough of this. I don't want any more problems. I don't want any more difficulties. I don't want to be in any sort of difficult situation. And that way, I feel that you really do have the chance to jump forward and to illuminate your life. And that's what you will do. I do feel, Emily, that you're being helped by spirit. And even though you couldn't identify perhaps the initials or that sense of spirit today, do not fret about that because evidence isn't necessarily always what's needed, but be aware that you have a spiritual presence around you to help you and to bring fortune to you and some courage, and that's what you need. It's been wonderful speaking to you, Emily. Do come through to me if you want to and book in. You can have a reading with me or an email reading as well. My website takes dollars too. So it's gracedestiny.com. I shall be with you all next week on Tuesday at the same time. And in the meantime, have the most wonderful week and try to be as helpful as you can to those around you. Love and light, and I will see you soon.